Hello, it's Stephen Kitty Side. Now, I made a video just before this, but it went for an hour. But unfortunately, the computer I was using was shit. And crap like that, so I couldn't actually stick it on because you couldn't hear me, all you could hear was screeching with the whole thing. So, I did a lot of topics on that one, and a lot of different stuff. I'm gonna do some of them. This ain't looking this one, but this ain't gonna go for an hour. Okay, one of the topics on there was about my life. What I wanted, about what I didn't care about people knowing. So that's gonna be the first one I do. Okay, I was moved around a lot. I died nearly about, my mum said 10 times when I was about 10 times when I was 2. From asthma, I had all these tubes going through me. I grew up with only a mum, because my dad's a piece of shit. And I wish she died already. Here's the reason I had no scars. So I was moved around a lot from basically since I was born. Actually, yeah, since I'm born, I've been moved around. I've never had that many friends. Basically, the only friends I made, besides the ones I made at school on like the first day, which was about like 5 or 6. In Gelton, I had like 7 or 8 friends. Or 10. I made it in the first day. So I don't know why or how I actually made that many friends in one day. But there was a group of us all hanging out. I was there for about a month before I got moved again. Or 2 weeks. So I moved around a lot. Being picked on my whole life. I'm 18 and still getting it. Threatened. Called basically every name. Emo faggot. Emo. Goth. Scene. Circus is that way. Get the shit off your face. I don't know if you're a girl or a boy. Told to slit my wrist. Got told to slit my wrist, get drunk and jump off a bridge. Apparently I'm worthless because of my singing. Dog, cunt, bitch, called ugly. Basically every mean word. At least, well, emo faggot. I've been called that about a million freaking times in the last 3 years. Ever since I started wearing makeup. Still wear it to this day. Don't care what they think of me. Don't care if they want me to die. I'm not gonna faze them or make them happy because they wish I was dead. There's two or three reasons I'm still alive. 1, family. 2, helping people. And 3, Blackwood Brats. Blackwood Brats saved my life when I was 15. That's when I started listening to their music. That's when I started singing. And that's when I started writing lyrics. They're my inspiration, and everyone who gets picked on feels like committing suicide is my inspiration. Because without them 2 things, I wouldn't be writing my songs to this day. My first actual song, proper song I've written is on here. It's called We Are the Dark Ones. That was the first song that I actually wrote that was a proper song. That's when I first started getting picked on about wearing makeup. So I decided to write it. I can basically make myself depressed and feel dead to the point where I actually write good songs. I've been called an inspiration by 2 people because of my lyrics that I write and because I'm there for everyone, no matter what. I've been to lockup when I was 10. When I was in year 8, I used to get chased around by 13 people, sweared at by them, and chased to the point where I couldn't run anymore. A guy tried to catch me on a bike. He was on a bike while I was running. He never caught me. When I was 15 or 16, I was put into a school called Corridors. Everyone there would pick on me. This chick. Back then I thought I was emo. So the emo kids there, they would say they weren't emo, and then when I said I was emo, they went to the teacher and told her that I'm copying them because they're emo. And I was just like, you said you weren't emo, and then you go and say I'm copying you. And I kept getting called goth, so I was just like, fine, I'm goth. And then the chick named Emily Levins yelled at me 20 minutes, called me a poser, called me this, called me that. I kept trying to walk away, she wouldn't let me. She said, stop being rude. Don't you walk away from me. This little original kid there kept starting on me. Till one time I got sick of him. He told me to look at him when he's talking to me, so I just stared at him for 30 seconds to a minute, just giving him the evil eyes. And that's when he was like, started laughing and tried to slap me in the face, but missed. And then my favourite teacher, well, the only teacher I liked there, told him to stop it. Graham, he was the best teacher I've ever had. And he left, so I left, because I didn't like the rest of the teachers, and he was the only one I liked. So everyone thought Emily made me leave, and was laughing about it. Apparently a girl made me leave Corridors. It wasn't her. It was the fact that the only teacher I liked there left, and then I didn't like that school anyway, so I left. I was really angry back then, still am, but not as much as back then. And I told the teachers, because I was about to go schizo on the little kid that kept starting shit on me. I don't know how old he was, I think he was like 14 something. Because they wouldn't let a little 8-year-old in there. And so I was really angry, and I'll start going schizo and hitting myself in the head. So the teacher told me to go outside for 10 minutes, calm down, so I would. And the way I calmed myself down, I would walk up and down in a straight line. So I'll do that, and they'll send me out there every time, and I'll just do that every time. One of my mates I had there, this guy paid him $50 to punch this other guy in the face. Well, I didn't really like the guy that he punched in the face because he kept trying to play fight with me, and I don't know if he was actually trying to play fight or real fight. but he would keep asking me over and over again when we was hanging out at the shop. So I didn't like him because he kept pissing me off. So my mate got told he'd give him $50 if he punched him in the head. So he did, and the guy ran off crying and never came back after that. I've been cheated on twice, all because I wouldn't kiss a girl goodnight. I've been abused in a relationship. I've been lied to, fucked over, and whatnot. For some reason I still keep going. I still keep believing in relationships. I don't know why. All I've ever known in my life basically was to run away from everything. So I tend to run away from everything, including relationships. I, for some reason, can't let anyone in too close. If they get too close, I either leave them or leave them. I don't think highly of myself. I don't think anything of myself. People compliment me, but I don't believe them because all my life I've heard is I'm ugly, I'm this, I'm that. Every girl I've basically become friends with always end up liking me, and then they end up hurt. That's why I try not to get too close to a girl, because they end up liking me, and if I don't like them, then they just get hurt. That seems to happen a lot. When I was 15, I was like sort of classed as a player, but I lost someone I loved out from it, so I stopped it. My sister still calls me a player to this day, but I try my hardest not to be. But it fails. I always fake smile. I've never actually really smiled in my life, actually a proper one. Actually, I've never. People think I smile, but I don't. Apparently I need a counsellor and antidepressants. I try to be strong for people, but can't be. I put everyone first before me, so I don't even bother with myself. I just focus on making other people happy and myself. I've cut twice. But I didn't want my mum to be upset, so when she came home both times while I was doing it, I stopped and put a jumper on so the cuts would get covered up, because I didn't want her to get upset or angry, and she'd find out a year or two later. When I was 17, I think she found out that I cutted when I was 15 and 16. age of 10, 15, I was single. Didn't really even have a friend that was a girl. After I started wearing makeup, girls actually started noticing me. For some reason, I had to wear makeup for them too. Black Veil Brides will always be my favorite band. I only write songs that can relate to people. Most of them, I write some non-meaningful songs, but to me they're stupid. I don't really like non-meaningful songs because they have no real point to them. Don't ever think you're alone, because we have all been through a lot of hard stuff, but we can make it. You just gotta believe in yourself. You can't let people just bring you down, because if they bring you down, that's it. You gotta stay strong. Life gets hard, but if you believe in yourself, it will get better. You can't let people bring you down, because once you stop believing in yourself, you might as well be dead. You're never alone. You can think you're alone, but you're not. There is always someone that will care, like me. I hate when people are upset. It upsets me, even if I don't know the person. I don't like people being upset and wanting to die. That's why I try my hardest to help everyone I can. But sometimes when someone needs help, I'm trying to help myself, so I can't help them. But I try to help everyone as much as I can. I don't give a fuck about myself, but sometimes I need to focus on myself instead of people. So when I'm not helping you, I'm trying to help myself. Yes, this is a depressing kind of video, but you can call me whatever you want. You can call me an emo. You can call me a faggot. You can tell me to go die. You can tell me this. You can tell me that. I don't really care, because as much as I get depressed and as much as I want to die, I'm not going to. Yes, I smoke. Yes, I drink. And yes, I sometimes do drugs. Not that anyone needs to know about the drug part. So, always believe in yourself. Be proud of who you are. Don't change for anyone. Never change for anyone. I have never changed for anyone, and I never will. This is who I am. When you're younger, you don't know who you are, because you just live life while you're young. And then you get older and you turn into the person you're going to be for the rest of your life. This is me. I sing, I help people, I drink, I smoke, I wear makeup, nail polish, always in black clothes, skinny jeans, Converse shoes. I can't live without girls. This is who I am, and this is who I'm gonna die. This is the person I'm gonna die as. You can either love me, like me, or hate me. But in the end, I don't really care. It's your choice. You can call me whatever you want. You can hate me. You can tell me to die. I will one day. But until that day comes, you're gonna have to accept the fact that I'm alive. I don't like it when people scream. My favorite color is blue. My name is Steven. My nickname is Steven Suicide. Or Steven Ate All Cookies. Or Steven Kiddyside. I got a lot of nicknames. I was born 24th of 1994. Favorite color is blue. Going to dye my hair, keep black but dyed orange parts pink or red. All this stuff is me. All this stuff is what I die with. This is my legacy, if you can call it a legacy. This is who I am. This is who I love being. This is me. So like I said, you can either love it or hate it, but at the end of the day, I am it.